Track Adventures 2E. We did the unboxing of the starter set, which has some pre-generated characters. What I want to do is I want to roll up my player character, and we'll use the pre-gens as NPCs. Um, I've read through the book. I have a module that's supposed to teach you the game as you play it, so I'm hoping that with minimal knowledge, we can play the game and have some fun with it. What we're going to do this this session is we're going to roll up a character, the player character. Instead of using the 2E book, we're going to use the Star Trek Adventures character creator. I couldn't find a fillable character sheet, so we're going to go to characters, starships. We're going to go to characters and starships. Select sources, select none, which means we're just using the core book. We're not using anything extra. Which era? So our module we're going to use, we have Enterprise, we have the original series, and we have Next Generation, 22nd, 23rd, 24th centuries. Our module is set in the original series, so we'll use that. We want to create a main character, supporting character, NPC, a starship, a random NPC, a random starship, a random creature. That's pretty cool. It'll randomize them for you. Let's see, it's the main character. Starfleet, an ambassador, or a civilian. If we Starfleet, and let's create. All right, so we have a choice of races here, but I want to be a human, and our attributes: control, daring, fitness, insight, presence, reason. Sources: core, captain's log, and the core 2E book. Okay. Talent options: a resolute spirit of discovery. So we want to be a human. Originating on the planet Earth in the solar system, humans are a hardy and ambitious species who went from the brink of mutual annihilation to unite peaceful society in less than a century. A century after that, humanity has established itself as part of an interplanetary alliance, the United Federation of Planets, bringing former rivals together as allies. Humans often exhibit a dichotomy in their nature, sometimes strongly emotional and passionate like Klingons or Andorians, yet at others highly analytical and rational like Tellarites or Vulcans, which has allowed them to go beyond their war-like and fractious past, but their capacity for ambition and aggression are as much a part of their success as their curiosity and analytical minds. Humans tend to draw upon two sets of cultural values. As a central and founding member of the Federation, the traditions and ideals of the Federation, or even those of Starfleet, are often regarded as synonymous with human culture. So the Federation draws a lot from each of its members, to the point where nobody is entirely sure where Earth ends and the Federation begins. Yet conversely, this can also lead to humans finding value in preserving the traditions and cultures of their pre-warp ancestors. Okay, so we have attributes, and we want to select our attributes. Select 3 attributes. So, insight, presence, reason. So I know that I want some fitness. I know that I want daring. And I know that I want, what do I want for command? Is it control? or presence or both. So here's a Star Trek 2 ebook. Control. Performing precise and delicate work. Performing a task that involves timing, giving detailed instructions, resisting mental assault. Daring comes into play whenever a character reacts to a new situation, without doubt, hesitation, or caution. So, we definitely want daring. Let's see. Fitness is about enduring hardship and employing force. It often covers physical conditioning, general health and well-being, fortitude and endurance. Applying raw physical force, performing some strenuous or tiring physical activity, or trying to resist or act despite the effects of some physically debilitating condition. Insight and presence. Understanding people and their feelings and being open to different ideas and ways of thinking. It covers self-awareness, being conscious of a creature's current state of mind, and hard-earned wisdom, and relies upon a person's emotional intelligence, empathy, and experiences. Presence is the power of personality and the ability to command attention or respect. It's used for being diplomatic, giving orders during a crisis, reasons, logic, and meticulous analysis. So, I think insight and presence are going to be the three attributes that we choose. Well, each species provides a talent in the form of a species ability, which reflects some unique aspects of their physiology, psychology, or culture. You automatically receive this talent. Species abilities cannot be selected after character creation. These are distinct from talents which have a particular species as a requirement, which are always optional. Okay, faith of the heart. When you use one of your values to spend or gain determination, you may also add one momentum to the group pool. Okay. Attributes, departments. Okay, so I'm from the home world, a busy colony, an isolated colony, or frontier colony, starship or starbase, another species world. So we're going to be from the home world. And you can choose command, science, security. So you got to be from a colony to choose engineering or medicine. That's interesting. That's interesting. So department, select one. Command. Attribute, select one. Let's get some fitness. How about that? The value should reflect the environment and culture the character was raised within. This is a good opportunity to consider how the character views their own culture, how they connect or possibly don't connect to the philosophies and traditions of their people. Okay. always put the crew first. How about that? Okay. Okay. So his background is going to be Starfleet. That gives us +2 control and a +1 to fitness. A +2 to or a +2 to daring and an insight +1. I think it's a choice there. And we can choose any background. Okay. That's better. So it's the control and fitness. They're both 9 now. Okay, that's nice. And then command. We go to department select or I can select con. Good commanders have con experience. So talent. Allow cross species talents. Allow esoteric talents. No. Whenever you assist another character using your command, the assisted character may reroll 1 die 20. Augmented ability, choose a single attribute. When this talent is selected, you gain the extraordinary attribute. Gain 1 automatic success on all tasks using that attribute. Whenever you or an ally fail a task, so long as you are present in a scene, you may add 1 point to the group's momentum pool. Okay, so cautious, close-knit crew. Collaboration, constantly watching. I like advisor. I've got command of 2, so we'll take that. Character's focus related to the connection of Starfleet. Covering skills learned in the character's former years. We're going to take a focus of hand to hand combat. Let me see something here. So you get one of those. Command track. Attribute, select 3. So if I'm command, I should do insight, presence, and reason has not been modified yet. So let's do reason. Primary discipline, command, and con. Secondary disciplines, everything else. All right, 3 focuses. Let's see. Helm operations. If your command, you're supposed to be good at helm operations. Starfleet protocols. Let's see. Composure, diplomacy. Composure. Another value. Let's see, we put the crew first, always accomplish the mission. I do not believe in a no-win scenario. There's bold, I like that one. Spirit of discovery. You have an additional option you may pick when you spend determination. You may immediately add 3 momentum to the group pool. Augmented ability, backup plans, bold. Choose a department when you select a talent. Whenever you attempt a task from that department and you buy 1 or more die 20s by adding threat, you may re-roll a single die 20. You may select this talent multiple times, 1 for each department. You may not select the talent for a department for which you have the cautious talent. Add 3 moments. I like that one. Oh, okay. That's my primary discipline. Command con will be the secondary. And we need another secondary. See, security, engineering, science, and medicine. I think security will be best for command. Okay. At this stage, you have a choice to make about the character. The decision is a clear one. Are you a young officer fresh out of the academy with your whole career ahead of you? Have you served in Starfleet for several years, or you're a veteran with decades of experience? Roll or select. And I want to say novice. Okay. Characters of value which must reflect the character's inexperience and naivety in some way. Which, the one I put down before, I don't believe in a no-win scenario would have been good. Let me see here. Starfleet is always doing what's best. How about that? Okay. And you get the talent, untapped potential. You select one of your attributes and you receive this talent. You're inexperienced but talented with a bright future. You may not have or increase any attribute to be above 11, or any department to be above 4 while you have this talent. I may have to adjust attributes and departments accordingly at the end of character creation. Whenever you succeed at a task for which you bought one or more additional dice by any means, roll a die 20 after the roll. If you roll equal to or less than the chosen attribute, gain 1 bonus momentum. If you roll higher, add 1 threat instead. While you possess this talent, you cannot gain any higher rank than lieutenant, junior grade, at a higher enlisted rate than petty officer. Okay, choose one attribute uses talent. I will use control. Your career is a tapestry of events and experience, but among this, a few will have been pivotal moments in your life. Define which moments of your life are important in retrospect and what seemed definitive to an instant in the early 20s may be inconsequential to the same officer decades later. I'll randomize that. Transporter accident. Control and con. Okay, we're going to select that. Control +1. Con +1. Okay. Focus. The character gains a focus, which should reflect something learned either because of the accident or the aftermath. Examples include transporters and replicators, small craft, or quantum mechanics. So I learned about hand phasers. Here's another one. So first contact. What culture does the character make first contact with? Did the mission go well? How about the Romulans? And infiltration. Okay. We'll take a +1 to security there. One final value. Let's see. There is something to be learned from all cultures. Let's see. One more talent. Backup plans. Whenever you or an ally fail a task, so long as you are present in the scene, you may add 1 point to the group momentum pool. Let's see. Bargain. When you use negotiation to make an offer to someone during social conflict, you may reroll a single die 20 on your next persuade task to convince that person. If the social conflict with that person involves an extended task, your impact is increased by 1. Requires command 3+. All right, let's do that one. I like that one. There's so much stuff here. Please choose 2 attributes. Oh. How about daring? How about insight? Please choose 2 disciplines. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make security a 4. Okay, let's give this character a name. How about Jim Quirk? Pronouns, we're not worried about. We'll just put he on there. How about triarm chess as a pastime? Don't have an industrial trait. Select character role and the ship on which they serve. Oh, I don't know. Alright, Yuma Starfleet, he. Stress focuses. Hand-to-hand combat, helm operations, Starfleet protocol, composure, hand phasers, Romulans, or infiltration, especially the Romulans. There's species ability. We have talents. 3 talents. equipment. I have a uniform, a communicator, a tricorder. Okay. All right, we can export this to PDF. All right, Star Trek Second Edition, U.S. letter. So oh, here we go. Yeah, let's see. I don't see it. So maybe it's on the screen somewhere. Not seeing it, not seeing it, not seeing it. Okay. We'll get that and we'll print it out and we'll have it for next time. Okay. So please give us a like and subscribe if you're enjoying this, and we'll do a little gameplay next time.